quiet town of Aberdeen, New South Wales, in February 2000, one of Australia's most gruesome murders occurred. The culprit? Katherine Knight, a butcher by trade, touted by the press as Australia's Hannibal Lecter. What followed was a crime so horrific it shook a nation. When police entered 45-year-old John Price's home, they discovered a massacre. He'd been stabbed 37 times, skinned, decapitated. His head was simmering in a pot of vegetables. His flesh, cooked and plated, complete with name cards for his children. This wasn't a spontaneous crime. It was calculated, ritualistic. And his murderer, a woman with a chilling past. Katherine Mary Knight was born on October 24, 1955, in Tenterfield, NSW, a rough country town where her childhood was marred by abuse and dysfunction. Neighbors recalled her as a schoolyard bully who flew into murderous rages. At 15, she began working at local abattoirs, immersed in the world of slaughter. Armed with knives, she kept them by her bedside in case I needed them. But this was only the beginning of a pattern of escalating violence. Knight first married David Kellett in 1974. On their wedding night, she attempted to strangle him as he slept. She later fractured his skull with a frying pan during pregnancy. In 1986, she began a relationship with David Saunders. She slit his baby puppy's throat to intimidate him and stabbed him with scissors. These weren't isolated incidents. They were cries of rage from someone unable to control her violence. In 1995, Katherine met John Charles Thomas Price, a miner and devoted father. For a time, things were calm, but the violence soon returned. Price obtained a restraining order after she stabbed him. He warned co-workers, "If I don't show up tomorrow, it'll be because she killed me." February 28, 2000, Price filed the restraining order. That evening, Katherine videotaped her children. Some call it a crude will. Late that night, Knight lured Price into bed. At approximately 6 a.m., she struck 37 stab wounds while he tried to flee. He made it to the door but collapsed and died in the hallway. Police arrived to find Knight unconscious from an overdose. Price's skin hung intact on a hook. His head simmered in a pot. His flesh was plated alongside veggies, each with a name card addressed to his children. A note lay atop a photograph of Price, accusing him of abusing her daughter, a lie. In March 2001, Knight was charged with murder. She initially pleaded not guilty, citing amnesia, but shifted to a guilty plea in October. Psychiatrists diagnosed her with borderline personality disorder but found her legally sane. During sentencing, Justice Barry O'Keefe said she showed utter enjoyment. He sentenced her to life without parole, marking her as the first Australian woman to receive such a punishment. In 2006, her appeal was rejected. The court found her actions beyond contemplation in a civilized society. She remains at Silverwater Women's Correctional Center. Reports suggest she's known as the Nana, organizing knitting groups and mediating among inmates. Knight's case challenges our assumptions. A mother, a woman capable of ritualistic dismemberment. Experts note her pathology: early trauma, borderline personality, fascination with knives and dominance. A convergence that led to unthinkable violence. The horror of this crime reverberated across Australia. Books like Bloodstain and documentaries have emerged, with plans in motion for a film adaptation. It forced society to confront domestic violence's gender neutrality, and the terrifying reality that capacity for evil knows no gender. Katherine Knight's story is one of predatory intent, brutal execution, and chilling symbolism. It forces uncomfortable questions about trauma, violence, and societal oversight. If you found this episode insightful, like and subscribe. Explore more Crime Deconstructed for in-depth analyses. What do you believe enabled this level of brutality? Let us know below.